please remain standing with gentlemen of your cap for the presentations of the colors.
Would you all now join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Please be seated.
Welcome to the class of 2019 and to everyone here tonight. To the parents that have supported us endlessly for the past 18 years, we finally made it. To the siblings who have been there along the way, see ya. And finally, to the family, faculty, friends, and peers, thank you for guiding us along in this journey. Today is the day that we have all been waiting for. We have been known as the class of 2019 ever since pre-K, and now here we are. It felt like it was just yesterday that we were freshmen walking through the halls of AL, or at least the freshman wing that they put all of our classes in. Everyone told us that high school is going to go by fast, and it definitely did. We experienced many of our lasts of high school this past year. Our last time under the Friday night lights at the WIC, dancing face to face with a little space at all of the school dances, and even things that we are happier over, like the Iowa assessments and the ACT. Today marks the end of an era. Although we all may not have been best friends in high school, we will all graduate as one family today. We will all forever and always be Lynx. Thank you.
Somewhere far from nowhere I grew both strong and tall, longing to become, but knowing not the path at all.
But the footprints of the winter melted to fields of spring. One last embrace before I cross the threshold. To life we sing. Oh, stay your soul and leave my heart in song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be swayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed. Long be your soul, temperat, obsessing remota, amame fidelite, fidem meum nota. Dance and sing and scream no more. Through the strength of war I find refuge from the shore.
Let courage be your oar, let passion be your sail. Wisdom and truth will guide your deep heart's yearning. Through all travail, oh, stay your soul and leave my heart in song. Oh, stay your hand, the journey may be long. And when we part and sorrow can't be swayed, remember when and let your heart be stayed.
Good evening, and welcome to the Abraham Lincoln High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. As principal at Abraham Lincoln High School, it is my distinct honor to thank you for your presence here tonight and to remind you that this is a formal ceremony, and I ask each of you to honor our traditions with dignity. I have the honor of introducing our platform guests. Guests on the platform, please stand when your name is read and remain standing until all names have been read. And audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. From the Board of Education, School Board President, Mr. Dave Kozier, School Board Vice President, Mr. Chris LaFurla, Board members, Mr. Troy Arthur, Mr. Kyle McGlade, Dr. Jill Agress. From our Educational Service Center, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Vicki Murillo, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Corey Vorthman, Executive Director of Secondary Education, Mrs. Julie Smith, Executive Director of Elementary Education, Mr. Mark Schultz, Executive Director of Student Family Services, Mr. Tim Hamilton, Executive Director of Human Resources, Mr. Gary Milbourne, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Dean Wilson, Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Dave Fringer, Director of Professional Learning, Mrs. Melissa Chalupnik, Executive Director of Special Education, Dr. Glenn Fortmeyer, Director of Preschool Programming, Dr. Tracy Matthews, Director of Assessment and Data Management, Dr. Marty Shudak, Early College Academy Coordinator, Dr. Spencer Matthews. From Abraham Lincoln High School, Assistant Principals, Mr. Kyle Forney, Mrs. Amanda Jens, Mr. Jeff Novotny, and School Administrative Manager, Mr. David Price, and additional administrators within the Council Bluffs Community School District, the Principal of Canesville Alternative Learning Center, Mr. Todd Barnett, Principal of Kern Middle School, Mrs. Carrie Newman, Principal of Bloomer Elementary, Mrs. Devin Watson, Principal of College View Elementary, Miss Amy Gleim, Principal of Crescent Elementary, Mrs. Janine Crane, Principal of Hoover Elementary, Mrs. Brittany Hetrick, Principal of Lewis and Clark Elementary, Mrs. Teresa Hamilton, and Principal of Longfellow Elementary, Mrs. Joyce Stein. Additionally, our Abraham Lincoln Senior Class sponsors, Miss Allison Kennedy and Mr. Joel Nelson. And now will all of the Abraham Lincoln High School faculty, Canesville faculty, Tucker Center faculty, and any other teacher or support staff member from the Council Bluffs schools here with us tonight, please stand to be recognized. These individuals have contributed to our students' success. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Vicki Murillo to the podium to address our guests.
Well, good evening. And welcome faculty, parents, friends, relatives, and most importantly, the members of the class of 2019. I'm delighted to be here with you on this special occasion. The Council Bluffs Community Schools shared vision states, we guarantee that every student graduates with the knowledge, skills, and character to become a responsible citizen and to succeed in a changing world. I might suggest that your journey in the Council Bluffs Community School District has been one that's challenged you and challenged your assumptions and has forced you to revisit your priorities. You have come to Abraham Lincoln High School with the beliefs that there could be only one answer, and one simple answer to the range of questions posed by your teachers. And if you were to get that answer correct, you could store it away and even think that you would never need it again. But I trust the years at Abraham Lincoln High School have led you to understand that questions do not always have fixed answers. These are questions which require you to review and reflect. Like, how does your reading of a text either work of fiction or nonfiction, require you to step back and reevaluate your assumptions. How does your interactions with a teacher or a parent or a peer invite you to see a different perspective on a topic? And do these actions ultimately create new meaning for you, only to be revised based on your next interaction? The 21st century skills you will be using in your life, such as adaptability, creativity, communication, critical thinking, and collaboration, are all skills you have developed and practiced over these past years. You have developed the intellectual maturity to use reason and to think for yourself. The following is a poem by Leo Zhang called Life's a Journey. Life's a journey. It is very short, and each of us only get to make this journey once. Enjoy the journey. Life is a journey. Life's journey is filled with choices. Whatever choices we have made, we should be responsible, calm, and even brave when facing the results brought on by our own choices. Life is a journey. Now my life journey continues. Enjoy the journey. Seniors, soon-to-be graduates, the significant challenges that you face and the receipt of a diploma is an acknowledgement that you're prepared to continue your journey beyond the Council Bluffs Community School District. You should be as proud of this accomplishment as we are. I wish you luck as you go on your way. I trust you will make the most of the opportunities you have been given with the knowledge you have gained in school, with the guidance of your family, and with the wonderful friendships you have made. I'm confident you will find success and happiness. I wish you the best in your life's journey as you continue to achieve more. Congratulations again, class of 2019.
I would like to present Mariah Kane speaking on the past.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for making it this far. I know it hasn't always been easy, and there were many sleepless nights spent working on homework assignments and last-minute projects. However, I'm proud to be able to say that all of our hard work has paid off now that we're sitting here today. Now that we're here, I would like to take a moment to reflect on our journey to this point. Our first stop in the road was elementary school. Though we all came from different places, and whether you were a Hoover Bulldog or a Lewis and Clark Explorer, we've all shared similar experiences that made us who we are today. I think the majority of the kids from Hoover can relate to our favorite memories being made in Mr. Shaw's PE class. I remember the best days were when we would get to use the parachute and make it into a fort. Back then, this was just a fun activity. Little did we know that it was actually working to bring us together and would spur some of the friendships we would carry with us for the rest of our time in school. Moving on to our next stop in the road that led us here today is middle school. Middle school is a time I think most of us wish we could block from our memory entirely. But middle school was more than 3 years of bad haircuts, awkward phases, and embarrassing stories. It was also a place where we finally began to discover who we are as individuals. Middle school is where I first met some of my closest friends. I don't know what I would do without the friendships I made at Kern, and I'm thankful for teachers like Ms. Stark, who kept our classes lighthearted while continuing to instill valuable lessons of responsibility and dedication into all of us. This brings me to our last stop in the road to graduation, Abraham Lincoln High School. I think that our time at AL was extremely important in our journey here, because it was at AL that we were transformed from immature teenagers into driven young adults. And it was at AL that we found things that intrigued us, and we decided who we want to be. We all became involved in different activities, and by doing this, we were able to support each other and form a community of kind and compassionate individuals. Finally, I don't think I would be able to describe the road that led us here without bringing up our friends, families, and teachers. Because without the support of these amazing people, none of us would be where we are today. We need to thank our parents, because they're the ones who held our hand on the first day of school and cheered us on in anything we wish to pursue. We also need to thank our friends. They're the ones who pulled all-nighters with us in order to finish a project or sent us the answers to homework when we didn't have a clue what was going on. And finally, our teachers are the ones who educated us, guided us, and put up with us through it all. They're the ones who put in countless hours of time and attended different school activities just to show their support. Although we're celebrating our own personal successes today, and we're all excited for the future, I think we need to appreciate the people and experiences that got us here today, because without them, we wouldn't be taking this next step in our lives, and we wouldn't be prepared to take the world by storm. Now that we've taken a moment to look back on our journey here, I think we're finally prepared to move on to our next stop in the road. Congratulations, graduating class of 2019. I know that you'll all do amazing things. I would now like to welcome Kylie Walden, speaking on the present.
Nostalgia, a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. I think every person that walks across this stage today is feeling some sort of nostalgia. Whether it be for the sport they once fell in love with, or a past friendship, or even for their childhood that shaped them into the person they are today, we all have those memories we wish we could relive. Ironically, we continue to cling to the past while wishing for the future. We are rarely truly happy about where we are today. I remember 5th grade like it was yesterday. We all sat in the exact same room that we are in now as we listened to the Promise to Succeed ceremony. We all laughed because the thought of graduation seemed like a lifetime away. I mean, come on, we had 7 years ahead of us. Why even think about graduation? Little did we know, in the blink of an eye, we would be sitting here for our 8th grade Promise to Succeed, and in another blink of an eye, graduation would be here. We were counting down the days until fall when school would start up again because we were finally going to be the big middle schoolers. As soon as we got to middle school, we dreamed of high school and all of the freedom we would have. We could drive, sit in the student section for football and basketball games, not walk in lines to class, even chew gum at school. Man, we would have it made. Until suddenly, we were in high school, back to being the babies of the school. We feared the seniors. We sat in the back row of the student section. We watched these people we looked up to graduate and felt like we would never be in their shoes. Sophomore and junior year came around, and we spent it wishing to get out of there. We just wanted college. Then, in the blink of an eye, we became those seniors that once seemed so superior. We now have the most freedom we have ever had. We are front row at these games. We are allowed short schedules. We can finally skip the dreadful Iowa assessments. We are ordering our cap and gowns as we get ready for college. Shouldn't this be enough? I mean, this is all we have ever wanted, isn't it? But then it sets in. Everything we have ever wanted is here, and we are missing old times. We now spend time wishing we could go back to middle school show choir, wishing to relive our freshman year when our basketball team made it to state, or wishing to play one final game in the sport we loved. But all of that is gone. We have spent all of our life being too busy wishing it away that we forgot to enjoy the moments while they lasted. One of my favorite quotes comes from the TV show One Tree Hill. It's the oldest story in the world. One day, you're 17 and planning for someday, and then quietly, without you really even noticing, someday is today, and that someday is yesterday, and this is your life. As we all go our separate ways, I wish everyone success and the power to find their path in life. But while you continued forward with your story, I hope you stop skipping pages and not take a single page for granted. Stop wishing for the weekend, for summer, for college graduation, for starting a new family, etc. Because all of these things will come to you, but it's what lies between these big life events that we will one day want back. Take a good look around the room, because this is the last time we will ever all be together. And thank the people sitting next to you, as they have been a big part of your journey. Everything we have ever known to be is over. No more laughing so hard your stomach hurts in class with your 5 closest friends. No more being in a 10-minute radius from anyone you wish to see. No more saying good morning to your favorite counselor on your way to class. This chapter is over. Luckily, a new chapter is just beginning. I am so excited to see where life takes all of you. But while you're out there chasing your dreams, I hope you never forget to cherish every moment, because one day, the times you took for granted are going to be the times you want back. Thank you, and never forget, every day is a great day to be a Lynx. Up next is Lily Thompson talking on the future.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. These are the wise words of Eleanor Roosevelt. Not only are they the words of this graduating class of 2019, but they are words to live by. Before me sits my peers, but to you, we are your sons, daughters, grandchildren, and students. But to future generations, we are teachers, politicians, doctors, lawmakers, nurses, and CEOs. Class of 2019, not only is it scary to speak in front of you here today, but it's also scary to think that this is the day we are graduating. Let's take a deep breath together and calm our nerves. On the count of 3, let's inhale together and then slowly exhale. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you don't know what is happening here tonight, we're closing a chapter in our lives just to open a new one. Stepping out of our play shoes into our own. We're going out into the world to make a living for ourselves. It might be scary, but I know that every single one of us can make our own mark. If we can graduate, then we are able to take on the world. Of course, there's going to be ups and downs in life, but we are the future. The class of 2019 is filled with the leaders, the doers, and the problem solvers. The future is not only going to be bright, but exciting. Darby Thomas is going to be running the next 2020 Olympics, taking home gold for the U.S. Gabe Albertus and Wyatt Green are going to be playing side by side at sold-out symphony shows. Paige Messenger will be planning the next extravagant royal wedding. Alexis Passerio will be the next CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company. Alex Bolduck will be helping us find our forever homes. Abby Chose will be teaching children the importance of a second language. Jake Christensen and Kira Wagner will be keeping our future generation healthy and strong. Oh wait, how could I forget that William Jones kid being our future President of the United States? These are just some of the highlights of our up-and-coming future. As a class, let the anxiety ease out once more. On the count of 3, let's inhale and then slowly exhale again. 1, 2, 3. Look around you now and always remember this feeling of hard work and accomplishment. Have it forever engraved in your mind, because this is something we've all been working so hard for the past 13 years. The future is ours to learn, to grow, and to accomplish so much more. Let me leave you with one last thing, and it is, it will always be a great day to be a Lynx. Thank you, class of 2019, and congratulations.
Great job, senior speakers. It is my privilege to recognize the academic scholars in the class of 2019 for Abraham Lincoln High School. The scholar is defined as one who demonstrates an aptitude for and a commitment to acquiring knowledge. These students have earned the title of scholar as they have distinguished themselves by maintaining a top-ranking grade point average throughout all of high school. Students maintaining a 3.5 to 3.79 GPA were named to our Silver Honor Roll and are wearing silver medallions to symbolize their achievement. Silver Honor Roll students, please stand along with your parents to be recognized. Students maintaining a 3.8 or higher GPA were named to our Gold Honor Roll and are wearing gold medallions to symbolize their achievement. Gold Honor Roll students, please stand along with your parents to be recognized. I also have the privilege of recognizing those students who completed the National Career Readiness Exam. This year, 165 students earned qualifying scores for workplace readiness. 18 of you earned the mark of platinum, the highest score possible, setting the bar high for graduating classes that will follow you. Will the students wearing the purple honor cords please stand along with your parents to be recognized. And finally, I would like to recognize the seniors who have already earned a college credential as part of the Early College Academy. The Early College Academy is a program designed to provide highly motivated juniors and seniors with an opportunity to simultaneously earn their high school diploma, a post-secondary degree, or a certification from Iowa Western Community College. Will all the students wearing the black and white ECA medallions please stand along with your parents to be recognized for your accomplishments. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite Mr. Dave Kozire, School Board President, to the podium to speak to our graduates.
On behalf of the Council Bluffs Community School District Board of Directors, welcome to this commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2019 from Abraham Lincoln High School. Over the past few weeks, fifth grade students throughout the district gathered with their families, their friends, community leaders, board members, school administrators, and those support staff in each of their schools. At that time, those students proclaimed their intention and to promise to graduate from high school in 2016 with a diploma in one hand and a certificate in the other. 7 years ago, you made a similar pledge. And with the help of many individuals in this room and those who cannot be with us at this ceremony tonight, helped you fulfill that promise. Congratulations for a job well done. As I conclude my remarks, I have one last assignment for you. Wherever your path leads you, go out there and achieve more.
Thank you, Mr. Kozire. I'd like to begin tonight by sharing a few words with you from a speech that President Theodore Roosevelt gave in 1910. This particular passage is coined "The Man in the Arena." He said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is not effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." Such powerful words with such tremendous meaning, particularly tonight as you, graduates of the Abraham Lincoln High School class of 2019, begin your life's next journey. You see, it is not failure that defines a person. It is the ability to fail and rise again, daring greatly to face your challenges, your fears, and tonight, your future. In fact, Lily presented you with a vision of the future, reminding you to breathe through the anxiousness of change. Her message reassuring that the future is yours for the taking, because sitting among you are future carpenters, teachers, Marines, and politicians. Mariah talked to us about the past, of the persons you once were, reminding you that you are, as human beings, ever evolving, your interests, your friendships, your passions, and that those former selves are ever present in who you are today, not in a way that defines you, but in a way that guides you. Kylie spoke on the present. She reminded you of how quickly life can pass you by, in the blink of an eye. Your young dream of one day becoming a high schooler is now gone, replaced with new dreams of the future. She advised not to skip pages in life, but rather to engage with all of the remarkable people, places, and experiences that will surely surround you. Tonight, your classmates are all sending the same message. Do not sit on the sidelines of life. Take the education you have received and make the most of it. Dare greatly in the face of defeat and in the glow of success. Challenge yourself to be the best possible version of the person you are capable of being. I am certain that tonight you are ready to accept your diploma, commit to a greater future, and take on all of the challenges that life will throw at you. As a class, you have suffered losses and survived tragedy. I am sure that you came to school on days you would rather have stayed home, and you persevered through difficult classes and projects. And in doing so, you have prepared yourself to hurdle those same obstacles as you move into adulthood. In fact, you have been preparing yourself for this moment, high school graduation, for quite some time. We have 19 students in this class who maintained a 4.0 or higher grade point average throughout all of high school, 56 students who earned a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher, and this senior class has brought in over $6.5 million in scholarships. Your hard work and realized successes were not done in isolation. Let us pause to think about the people who have helped you get to this day. While you deserve much of the credit for your accomplishments, your teachers, paraeducators, custodians, and other school staff rightfully deserve some recognition too. They came in early, they stayed late, they responded to your frantic emails asking for help or to extend deadlines, even during their free time. They continuously pushed themselves to design relevant learning experiences that would engage and inspire you. They cheered you on at track meets and school musicals, but most importantly, they cared about you. They lost sleep thinking about how to help you get through difficult situations and overcome academic struggles. You have truly been blessed to learn from and work with such dedicated and talented educators throughout your time in the Council Bluffs schools. Let's show them your gratitude by applauding them for all of their hard work in preparing you for this day. We must also recognize your parents, guardians, grandparents, and other family members and friends for their contributions to your success. They have stood behind you, pushing you to excel, and they have stood next to you watching while you forged ahead. They have cried with you, laughed with you, and are now here to celebrate with you as you reach yet another milestone in your life, high school graduation. Now, I would like you to pause and think again on the passage I shared earlier with you. Ask yourself, what does it mean to dare greatly? I believe it means to have courage to be compassionate, to be honest, to be forgiving, to act with kindness and not hate, to leave all you have on the court, the track, the stage, the essay, the editorial, but ultimately to dare greatly means to get yourself into the arena and give it all you've got. Make every minute of your precious life count. You, as the class of 2019, have had such a profound impact on me. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. Please remember to always have the courage to get in the arena. You are ready. Once again, my sincerest congratulations to the class of 2019. I am so very proud of each and every one of you. Are we ready for the fun part? All right. All right. Mr. Kozire, President of the School Board of Education, and Dr. Murillo, Superintendent of Schools, and to the other members of the Board of Education, at this time, it is my pleasure and honor to recommend to you the class of 2019. These students have completed their course of study as prescribed by the Council Bluffs Community School District and the state of Iowa. They are eligible at this time to receive a diploma from Abraham Lincoln High School as authorized by the Council Bluffs Community School District and state law. Mr. Kozier and Mr. LaFurla, President and Vice President of the Board of Education, I would ask that at this time you and our assistant principals come forward and prepare to present the members of this class with their diplomas. Seniors in the first row, please stand and prepare to receive your diplomas. Audience.
Let's roll.
Audience, the members of this class and I agree on how important this ceremony is. We want all students to be seen and their names to be heard as they receive their diplomas. We ask that the audience applaud appropriately, and please do not detract from this special event.
Card.
Madeline Rose Adams.
Nicholas Michael Abel.
Jennifer Alexa Aranda Hernandez.
Corey Spencer Astrop.
Alyssa Joe Asmus.
Gabriel Eugene Albertus.
Ariana Jordan Bagley.
Lucas James Anderson.
Jade Sierra Baker.
Martin Gordon Arlano Jr.
Dakota Rose Baller.
Luis Fernando Arroyo.
Pamela Marlene Banderas Islas.
Connor Ray Bailey.
Peyton Marie Bernhards.
Darren Richard Baker.
Kelsey Irene Bolin.
Corey Omar Bartles.
Alejandra Maria Bothwell.
Seth Eugene Beeman.
Sydney Ann Bowen.
Osmar Eduardo Burnell Ernest.
Mackenzie Michelle Brown.
Aiden James Bever.
Ashley Lynn Burgess.
Alexander Michael Bulldog.
Madeline Elizabeth Burns.
Joshua Michael Boots.
Natalie Ann Nadine Bushy.
Michael Charles Borgela.
Mariah Joe Kane.
Ethan James Brewer.
Lindsay Hannah Carberry.
Gage Lee Brummer.
Blair Lorraine Caskey.
Chase Jonathan Burns.
Eileen Crystal Castillo.
David Cano.
Melissa Elizabeth Castro.
Daniel Thomas Carson.
Taylor Maid Cavallero.
Robert Joseph Carter.
Amber Ray Christo.
Cameron Owen Cedar.
Caitlin Marie Connor.
Jacob Robert Christensen.
Rayanna Catherine Cook Esau.
Jesse Davila.
Johnsunea Nathale Copeland.
Sebastian Diaz Saldana.
Haley Ann Cox.
Zachary Charles Doty.
Emma Joy Cundiff.
Mark David Casey.
Cassandra Dorothy Davis.
Eric Daniel Eichens.
Desire Draylin Dewberry.
Connor Michael Ellis.
Jenna Lynn Doffner.
Juan Carlos Espinoza.
Sierra Janelle Dogan.
Nathan Joseph Fahrenkrog.
Kennedy Renee Doty.
Herbert Vernon Lavelle Fant Jr.
Gabrielle Rosemary Dewar.
Caden Cole Finch.
Haley Yvonne Dreyer.
Caleb David Fitch.
Audrey Elizabeth Duffy.
Devin John Flannery.
Abigail Eileen Edie.
Sean Fleming.
Molly Jo Elvins.
Brennan Michael Foote.
Regan Marie Phillip.
Sylvan James Garcia.
Riley Ann Phillip.
Hunter Jason Garretts.
Bethany Cathedra Foley.
Wyatt Cole Green.
Magdalena Francisco.
Justin Tyler Gunderson.
Marissa Jean Gonzalez.
Alexander Hatcher.
Haley Jo Graham.
Christian Vance Hawley.
Alzea Marie Grant.
Perry William Headley.
Abigail Michelle Gray.
Stephen Michael Helly.
Destiny Jade Graybill.
Hunter Harlan Henricks.
Hope Elizabeth Hall.
Justin Brock Harrington.
Lita Lee Ann Hall.
Taylor Cecil Hewitt.
Grace Elizabeth Hannon.
Trenton James Hewitt.
Cheyenne Lee Hanson.
Dayton Alec Hires.
Amber Elaine Hatcher.
Robert Gerald Douglas Hogue.
Madison Jo Ann Haynes.
Andrew Ray Hubbard.
Alexis Marie Helbling.
Hampus Emil Jacobson.
Dana Marie Hemmingson.
Ethan Dakita Jensen.
Emily Ann Higgins.
Jacob Lee Jensen.
Sydney Faye Holton.
Nathan Dale Jones.
Elena Jordan Hood.
Riley Michael Jones.
Morgan Clarice Jaco.
William Adam Jones.
Sarah Jarquin.
Tyrone Marquise Carls.
Autumn Marie Jones.
Trevor Dean Keeley.
Donietta Jones.
Mario Allen Kelsey.
Jacob Jones.
Samuel Philip Killian.
Jeanette Juarez Alcantara.
Nolan Jeffrey King.
Alyssa Katzenstein.
Logan David Cruz.
Macy Joe Kephart.
Vincent Nicholas Crucell.
Kelsey Cheyenne Kermeen.
Andrew Ray Larkin.
Abby Pauline Chose.
Owen Hunter Liddell.
Emma Elizabeth Kleckner.
Omar Lopez Montero.
Alexis Olivia Krupa.
Sean Mitchell Lorenzen.
Kensington Elizabeth LaSalle.
Noah Jaden Liebarger.
Amanda Bell Lewis.
Connor Gray Mahood.
Haley Ann Marie Light.
Miguel Angelo Martinez Diaz.
Daniela Lopez Lara.
Brian Martinez Ramos.
Taylor Ray McFarland.
Dalton Wayne McKitty.
Savannah Rose Macklin.
Jesus A. Marino.
Cassidy Leanne Mort.
Nathan Gerald Mortensen.
L. Annette Malone.
Jacob Dean Mundorf.
Maria Fernanda Martinez Rango.
Dakota Lee Newberg.
Alexis Martinez.
Hunter Douglas Nice.
Madison Elizabeth McCoy.
Gage Christian Nosecable.
Brianne Marie McDermott.
Jack Holcamp Pearson.
Evelyn Jasmine Medina Arroyo.
Quinn Cruz Pearson.
Paige Lawson Messenger.
Gavin Joshua Petrie.
Alejandra Montenegro.
Joseph Ward Petrie.
Elena Joy Murphy.
Jordan Allen Fouts.
Taryn Erica Newman.
Tanner Ray Potter.
Nu Na Wen.
Zachary Brian Potter.
Taylor Kendall Nickerson.
Sebastian Michael Pedroza.
Hannah Elizabeth Olson.
Benjamin Thomas Price.
Mackenzie Lynn Olson.
Bryce Lee Ramsey.
China Breeze Osufka.
Tyler Maddox Raridan.
Ashlyn Liliana Peraza.
Peyton Cambry Reese.
Hannah Jane Perry.
Sean Allen Reichs.
Marissa Marie Peterson.
Tyler Allen Reese.
Alexis Jean Lee Poserio.
Javiel Jose Rivera Diaz.
Zoe Ann Potter.
Jordan J. Rolfe.
Amanda Ray Prestino.
Aaron Walter Russell.
Nathalia Esperanza Ramirez.
Derek James Russell.
Damaris Ramos Navarro.
Angel Sanchez.
Morgan Marie Rapp.
Ryan Thomas Shutt.
Madison May Redmond.
Christopher Edward Shank.
Kathleen Jean Reed.
Jacob Marvin Simmons.
Lyric Rayanne Reed.
Ethan Patrick Sneed.
Hannah Rose Reichart.
Ethan Michael Sorensen.
Sydney Joe Reynolds.
Caden Walker Sprague.
Caitlin Marie Roan.
Joseph David Squires.
Kaylee Ann Ring.
Mason D. Stockwell.
Lacey Arlene Roop.
Donovan Michael Tackett.
Destiny K. Salvatore.
Joshua Keith Tapp.
Brooke J. Savick.
Chase Taylor.
Brianna Kelly Schiller.
Damian Malik Taylor.
Leela Molly Sakrasmi.
Gareth Robert Tier.
Abigail Grace Schnackenberg.
Stockton Michael Thompson.
Laurel Keisha Soka.
Hessel Jan Van Lerlels.
Sarah A. Spidel.
Joshua Allen Vanderpool.
Cheyenne Mahala Steyer.
Ian Taylor Walden.
Molly Renee Stiles.
Xavier Ash Whitney.
Aaron Kelly Stokes.
Tom Vigman.
Darby Lorraine Thomas.
Alex James Wilkinson.
Tayana Shaylin Thomas.
Christopher James Williams.
Liliana Marie Thompson. Sarah Louise Thompson. Valerie Todd. Jessica Ann Townsend. Marissa Allison Trotter. Kylie Nicole Walden. Kaylin Marie Warren. Kira Elise Wegner. Evelyn Rose White. Katie Leanne Wilson. Nicole Leanne Young.
All right, graduates, we celebrated a little bit early there. Not sure what happened. How about you stand up? And now, if you haven't done it yet, Alexis is going to lead us in the tassel switch. But before she does, let me tell the audience, this will actually conclude our ceremony. All of the graduates and the stage guests will walk out. So if you could please wait to exit the arena until we have all exited, that would be wonderful. And now, Ms. Pisario, lead us to it.